All right, friends. So Tiana Smith here with TianaSmithCoaching.com. It is Monday strategy for my 7-figure club members and my promise to come live on social media every Monday. Now, you've caught me and I've caught myself in my Jeep instead of at my computer desk, which is a part of the freedom lifestyle that I teach. The truth is sometimes I'm doing business on the go and I've just got to stop where I'm at and keep my commitments. And today is one of those days. As you may have seen, I just finished up a 4 or 5 day, thank you, Grace, a 4 or 5 day live event with Tony Robbins, Unleash the Power Within. And then also just got back and then I'm leaving Wednesday for Clearwater Beach, Florida for my first bodybuilding competition. So I have a lot I'm getting ready for, but I have a commitment and I'm still here for it and we are doing this. So I did a little short video on it, but I want to go in depth for my clients and anybody watching this. How do you really put together a killer Black Friday bundle deal without discounting your services, and how do you sell it out quick? So I really recommend you grab a pen and paper. I'm going to be going through the list, and then Grace, if you're watching this and you want to put the list numbers for me here in the comments, Grace is my awesome community manager, right-hand woman in the 7-figure club. So let's start rocking it out, okay? So why would you do a Black Friday deal? It's just an amazing opportunity to create momentum in your own business. It's good for you because you probably have extra expenses if you're doing any vacations with your family or Christmas presents or holiday presents, right? Number one. But it's also good for bringing in new clients and really ending the year strong in business as well. So there might be personal needs, but you might have some business goals you're going for. And this is just a really amazing opportunity. You can do it if you're already seasoned, and you can do it if this is your brand new structure. So I'm going to structure it. The payment price point is going to depend on your experience. I'm going to use easy numbers, probably like $2,000, $5,000 for your offer. That way we can do multiplication of tens very quickly. Makes sense? All right, so type the number 1 in the comments if you're ready to hear about a way that you can really get a cash injection into your business while serving the world on a bigger scale. One is we don't discount. We don't discount because when you discount your services, it puts you below a luxury price point. Gucci, other places are failing to come to mind. Don't discount, right? If you go to any of these luxury places, there's not sales, there's not discounts. In fact, I love the whole Tiffany Nike shoe thing where you could get a Nike shoe for $60 at Famous Footwear, but if you want that Tiffany Nike shoe, it's $400, right? And they sell out. They only make a limited number. So there's 2 ways that we can offer a bundle deal with bonuses. Bonuses can come in handy rather than the discount. But really what I want to do is help you get your mind off the money. And what you want to do is you want to look back over this year. And I would really recommend either if you have a package that you already are selling, or let's say you create a new one, I would edit it a little bit to call it a specific package just for this time. And then the other part that creates the true urgency is by having a very limited number. So whether it's 5 or it's 10, if you have a high ticket luxury thing, if you could sell 20 to 100, if you have a lower ticket thing or something that maybe your email list, what you want to do is you really want to sell it out. So you need to choose a number of this package before we even talk about price points that you're going to sell. Okay. So number 2 then is you need to have a goal of how much money you want to make from this whole big push. Because look, it's going to take some extra energy. I'm going to give you the steps to make this extra money between today and Cyber Monday. So that's really, you've got 2 weeks from today. If you're watching this live or if you're watching a replay of this some other time, you can do this at any time. But Black Friday, Cyber Monday is truly an amazing time of year where you can really have a once a year offering. Now, the thing is that you need to be honest and in integrity that this is a once a year thing. So maybe let me give you an example of this for you. But let's talk the goal and then let's talk about how you can package this in integrity with true urgency. Okay. So 2, you need to decide on how much money do you want to make, like we just talked about. So let's say you wanted to make $100,000. Okay. So I'm just going to shoot it big. Yours could be $10,000. Yours could be $5,000 if you've never made anything. So here's the numbers I recommend you shoot for depending on how much money you've made. If you're already bringing in 10, 20K months, I say shoot for 30K. If you've never made $5,000 a month in your business, let's set a $5,000 goal, okay? And so if you are already hitting 50K, I'd be like, let's go for 75K, 100K, because you can put something together. Okay, so that's number one. Number two then is putting together how much money you do want to make. Okay, because that's going to determine how we're going to price the package now. Okay, so when I say the word package, what I mean is, what is the offering? Because what we're really going to put together is, I want you to picture a Canva image, because you're actually going to do this, a Canva square where you literally put like a Christmas present, or it's you with a little bow on it, or you beside Santa. By the way, I've had my photo taken with Santa, would be perfect for this PR piece. Okay, so we're going to picture a Canva square, like an Instagram image, a Facebook image, right? That's what I want you to picture. Now, what I want you to picture is, what's the name of it? And then you need to figure out what's 5 things you're going to include in this once a year bundle. Okay, so what's 5 things you're going to include in this once a year bundle? Okay, so if you guys want to type this in the comments, ideas. Okay, so let me share with all of you. I have a new program that after just launching it the first time, it already started selling, and it's a 100K and 100-day program, and it's either 60K on a payment plan or 50K pay in full. My goal for me and my team, if I was going to shoot this out of the park, would really be to sell 5 of them, which would be $250,000 cash. Okay, this would help give an incredible cash injection into my business. I have the system set up. I have the team set up. We could go. Okay. So let's say that I wanted to sell, I'm like, then it makes me just want to sell like 10 and make $500,000. So anyway, okay, what if we sell $1 million? Okay, do you see how my brain works? I'm like, what if we could just do the $1 million in 2 weeks? That'd be amazing. Okay, so let's say I wanted to sell 20 packages and make $1 million. Okay, we're going to go with that. So you can start with 10,000, you can start with 20,000, and there's no shame in that game. And quite frankly, a lot of times your first 10K is your hardest because you're building your belief. So some encouragement to all of you, even if it's $1,000, if it's $5,000, these are all big numbers depending on where your money mindset is and where your money thermometer is, and that's okay. I'm not talking money mindset today. What I just want to encourage you to do is set a number goal, and you need to write this down. Like if I was doing this right now, I can't because I'm like typing and doing all this. I have my pen and paper here though. If I need to, you really just need a piece of paper. I'm going to give you the steps. Okay. And if you're my 7-figure club, you're going to really post about this in our group right after this. Okay. Like have accountability, get this done. You have 2 weeks, my friends, to close it out, to open it up. Okay. So then the other part that you need to know is, what is this package? So let's say the name, mine's 100K in 100 days. What's included? I need to put like, okay, you're going to get this thing, whatever that is. Now there's going to be more things than that. You're not going to put all that on a Canva image. I just wanted you to visualize that. It's different than that. Think of a Word document even, like, okay, what's the title of it? What's the objective of it? Like, what's the result that this program is going to give your clients? And again, if you already have something for sale, great, use that. But now here's what we're going to do. The 4th part, or whatever number we're on, you guys got to just take notes with me. I'm going in flow with you because this is what I do, and this is a specialty of mine, is cash injections. So then what you're going to do is, besides the normal things that this program, this course, whether it's one-to-one, a course, or consulting is included, is now you need to figure out what bonuses could you add to sweeten this pie, to sweeten the, what is it, put honey in the pot, sweeten the pot, whatever it's called, so that it's like, man, there's a great saying, it's like, make it so good they'd feel stupid saying no. And you really need that kind of terminology, because it really, oh my goodness, like somebody literally is blowing leaves like in a parking lot right behind my Jeep. Whatever, I will not be distracted. Focus. Okay, they need it to be so good. And ideally, these are bonuses, ideally, that aren't going to cost you more of your time. Okay, now if it does, because let's say you're starting out, things like that. Once again, a lot of this has to do with money mindset as well as what you already have in place. So let me give it to you straight what I would do, okay? So I'm giving you these examples. 1, I would have it my 100K in 100-day. Objective. Get all your systems, branding in place so that you make $100,000 in 100 days or less, okay? Then it's going to include the coaching. It's going to include the done for you funnels, like the normal things that it's included. Now we're going to give Black Friday only bonuses, okay? Now, this is where it gets really fun. I love doing this. Okay, Automate to Dominate course, which is a $10,000 course. We're going to include it for you and up to 2 team members. So that's saving you $30,000. Because if I charge like a lot of people, they don't give team members. None of the courses I'm in, they don't let me put my team members in it. They have to pay for their own way. So right there, I just saved them $30,000. But the course is already done. The next thing I can do is give extended support in my group coaching. Not one-to-one coaching, group coaching. coaching. So I'm going to say, instead of it just being 6 months in the 7-figure club for this $50K package, I'm going to give you a year. Woo! For you and 3 team members. Do you see what I just did, everybody? It's something I already have in place. And instead of doing extra one-to-one work, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into my group coaching program. Now, what does this look like if you're just starting out and you don't have any of these things in place? What you're going to need to do is lower your price points a little bit. Not lower than usual. You have to be in competition with other people in your industry. So what I would do if I was just starting out, take everything I just said. It's absolutely still relevant, but you're going to need to create something here, okay? So what you're going to need to do is do something like, it's $9.97 for a 30-day boot camp with you. I'm telling you, 30-day, 8-week boot camps are the best, okay? And then you're going to price it at $9.97, and you're going to say that there's only 5 spots, and you're going to mean it. 5 spots, including these bonuses, the 30 days of coaching. You're going to give them WhatsApp support. You're going to make a course in the next 2 months, and you're going to give them early bird access once the course is launched. And they're going to get all that. You're going to add it all up and tell them the value would normally be like $5,000, and you're going to make it for $9.97. And what I want you to do is actually build some things that you can sell one to many. The things you're building do not need to be done in the next 2 weeks. You understand? This is not to overwhelm you, because the thing now you need to do today when you come up with your package, everybody put today in the comments, because we are 2 weeks from Cyber Monday. So you need to start talking about, even if it's not launched yet, hey everybody, like, email the list. Stay tuned. I've got a Black Friday deal coming in. So now let's talk about marketing all this. So let's say you put your package together, you figure out what it's going to include, you figure out how many you're selling to and how much money you want to be making. So let me recap this one more time, because repetition. So if I was doing it with my team, I would be like, I just want to sell out the next year of our programs. We're going to start to sell them now, because we're going to say we're going to double this price plan January 1st. Okay. So this could be a legit thing that I actually do. So let's say I sell my 100K in a 100-day program, and with 12 months support instead of 6 months, 2 team members instead of just 1. I'm saving them all this money, and it's a tax write-off for the 2023 year, right? Okay. So we get all that together. Now we need to talk about marketing. So with marketing, I wouldn't talk about it right away. I would talk about it right away. I wouldn't open the doors right away. Okay. So say, give it till like Friday. And what I would say is talk about it every day this week. Start to talk about, look, if you want to be first on the list, here's an incredible offering. Doors are not open yet. It's going to be the first 5 who pay in full. And that's that. No payment plans, nothing like that. You want to make it just so irresistible. 10x the value, 20x the value. I'm truly serious. Like, you got to build your package so good. Do not discount it. Build in these extra things that are only this time of year, and it's still 2023 pricing before the rates go up. Give them extra support, give them group support. Like, you got to just make it sweeten the pie, friends. And then what you're going to do is you're going to just cap it at 5 people. They have to pay in full. There are no payment plans, and you're going to go make your cash, and you're going to get 5 people. And the other part that I would do with this would be terms. And the terms would be, they have to give you a video testimonial within 8 weeks or less, or they get charged the pay in full price that was not the Black Friday pricing. Does everybody see what I mean? Because to all of us in business online, testimonials, case studies, and reviews are the lifeblood of our business. Mine is. I'm a business to business person. So if people don't leave me that video and they don't keep their word on that, like, it really sucks for me, because I just did like 3 months, 6 months, sometimes a year of work. And even though I got paid, I want to see that they're getting results. So this is how you put together and really slay a Black Friday deal. So let's recap it all. Let's go in order. I would recommend you put it in the comments and do this thing. And at the end of it, before I do the review, now it's time for you to list out in a sales PDF. Like, for all my 7-figure club clients, you guys have no excuse for this. You have a template from me. You have my personal template that you can duplicate in your Canva program with listings, with the bullet points, with all this already done with you. For all, like, if I was in my 7-figure club, what I would do today would also just to be go through my offer videos one more time, like the whole super in-depth one with the PDF, then make the PDF. So there's a few steps here, right? One, you need to create the thing. by then creating a really nice PDF, do not procrastinate and make that take forever. Like, even any of you watching this, even if you aren't my 7-figure club and you don't buy from me, I don't know why you wouldn't. You should figure it out because I can help you make way more money faster. But even if you didn't, even just put a nice header in there that's like on your Facebook header and list it out in Google Documents super fast. Do not take too much time to do this. Even if you were going through my 7-figure club videos today and going through the PDFs, this should take you 2 hours at the very max of really getting this finalized. And then we need to go into marketing. And I want to say though, when you take the extra step to really make your PDF look nice, it really pre-sells for you. This weekend when I was at the Tony Robbins thing, I sent 2 different people my PDF. One bought on the spot just within minutes of meeting me and then asked for my follow-up PDF, which I already have done. And I'm telling you, when you have a sales PDF that looks really good and it presents the information about what you do, it sells for you. It converts so much faster and it's awesome. So it's worth taking the time. Now, if you don't have me as your coach already and you don't have all that, make a Google document. Now, the final step that you're going to do now is what I really recommend you do is you need to put together a really nice looking Canva image. This is not the place for you to put everything that's included. What you really want to include is an eye-catching image of you, and then something like 5 spots only needs to be on there, and kind of holiday and kind of like even like corny if you want. If you're a girl, make it girly. Make it like, if you're a female, not a girl, you're a woman, make it like a big bow with sparkles. What you want is an eye-catching image, and essentially with you in the photo, you in the photo, you in the photo. Can you say it with me? I'm in the photo. I'm smiling, happy in the photo. 5 spots. And look it, I get it. You might be like, that's corny, that's whatever. You know what? It works. So if you want to go make $25,000 and you'd like to go on a vacation with your family, so I want to bring this all back to this. What's it going to cost you? I'm giving you the things to do, but do you know why people do the things that I'm telling them to do today instead of tomorrow and instead of Wednesday instead of Thursday? Because they know what I do works. And when you know what I do works, then you do the do. Because you know that right now, everybody's up here in Marshall, so I had to get a new suitcase for my things because I have to transport wings because I'm doing an actual Angels bikini bodybuilding competition, so I'm like dressed up, and I'm not gonna be able to fit it in my normal suitcase. Okay, so I had to come in here. Now why I'm sharing that is I'm in line with a ton of other women. I thought there'd be almost no one out. That's why I went out on a Monday morning, and all these people are buying these Christmas presents. And any of you out there that have never had funding for your children for Christmas, well, I will tell you, being a single mom for 5.5 years in between my divorce and now I'm remarried, I was almost 6 full years of not being married. And even when I was married, I actually bought to my first husband, like all the Christmas presents. In fact, he didn't buy me one Christmas present for the 10 years we were married. And I'm not saying that to like make you feel bad about me. What I'm saying is I learned how to take care of myself. And there is something about putting a fire under yourself, and stop putting it on your spouse. Stop putting it on another little side thing you're going to do. No. You need to learn to focus, and this is the time to focus. Right now is the time to focus. Why don't you end your year strong? Why don't you do the thing you said you're going to do for yourself so that you can go buy yourself whatever presents you want to buy, even if your spouse does buy you, even if your kids do. That mama takes care of mama, and on top of that, mama takes care of papa, babies too. Because you're a boss, and I don't care who you are, where you live, or where you come from. Anybody can make this happen. Right now, you can make this happen. You can figure out something to sell. You can figure out how to pay your bills for November, December, and January. And you can figure out how to buy presents and go on vacation and take care of the things and have a great time doing it. And the thing that's going to be more important than all of it is that you showed yourself once and for all that you can make something happen. And that power is the thing that's going to give you the self-confidence, the self-esteem to push into the new year in a different kind of way. So yeah, end the year strong. No, stop overeating through the holidays. Stop checking out through these holidays. You are a boss. You are a business owner. And if you're truly serious about the things you said you want to do, then you're going to do this today. And in fact, most of you have already decided what you're going to do. But I'm going to share with you what actually works so that you can make this happen. And I will tell you a little tip. I met some awesome people at the Tony Robbins event this weekend. And one of the guys I met is super successful. You know you're in the right crowd when your 7-figure club shirt, everybody you're meeting is already 8-9 figures. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I actually look like an amateur wearing a 7-figure club shirt. And I don't think they treated me like that, but it was interesting, talking to some people. And one of the guys was like, well, actually my goal this year is to hit 10 figures in one of my companies. We're already 9 figures in one or 7 figures in another. And I'm like, I actually was blessed to get to go to dinner with this man who personally knows some of the biggest people out there, right? And he was drawn to us because of my purse, and I can share the whole story later, but I went to dinner with him and he said something super wise, and I want to share it here with all of you. And it's something I do tell my clients, but I think sometimes hearing it from other people and being like, yes, I'm on the right track, that's awesome. He's like, I wish I would have known when I was first starting, like in my 20s and 30s, that I could have actually made a lot more money with my first business. But because I kept being like, I'm going to do this thing and I'm going to do this thing and I'm going to do this thing, I just didn't focus. He's like, the number one thing is to focus on one thing. And if any of you guys follow Alex Hormozi or Sabri Subi or even myself, like I learned that years ago. I went to a mastermind myself, and that's what they said, because I used to do a little bit of over here with some network marketing stream of income, and I had my music and I had this and this. But then I decided, okay, I'm going to still do music because I've done that since I was 11 years old. I'm going to do it in these other business hours. But the thing that I'm doing from my main source of income is my marketing. And when I decided that, and when I went all in on it, I hit 6 figures the same year. And then I hit multi 6 figures and tripled my income. And I'm personally working on 7 figures now that like my kids are getting a little older. So we all have different values and we all have different timelines. But the thing is, are you focused enough? Are you actually doing the thing that you said you're going to do in one area? I recommend you choose the one business you're going to go in. You go all in on that. And just so you know, your one business is not a book. Your one business is not a podcast. Those are streams of income for you. There's so much misinformation. So what you need to do for this day, for this week, is I would recommend going through, if you're in my 7-figure club, that offers module, get that done today. Today, you have 2 weeks. Why wouldn't you do it today? You have to do this today. You have 2 weeks from today. You want to get that thing going, launch it. Let us know in the 7-figure club, if you're in our private app, what you're doing. And if you're not in our club yet, put it here in the comments. We'll support you. We'll love on you. But those in the club, they get my videos, they get my PDFs, they get the examples, and they get feedback. But we'll still support you over here publicly. We love you. I'm sharing this publicly, not just in the 7-figure club, to help other people, to help those people who maybe, one, it proves I know what I'm doing, because I promise you, if you go and follow this, you're going to get results. The problem is most people aren't going to go and follow this, but I know that I'm here for a reason, and somebody's listening who's going to do this. And even if it's just one person, and I truly hope it's more, I have one person makes that extra $10,000, that $20,000, even $100,000 or more by or before Cyber Monday, 2 weeks from today, because it's 100% possible, 100% possible, 100% possible. But are you willing to go do the things that it takes? And the thing is that if you love what you do, it's not like work. Like, it should invigorate you. It should excite you. Because if you truly believe that the thing that you offer, that somehow, some way, and you're not sure who it's going to be, but you're going to put yourself out there, you're going to follow these steps. And then is you've got to be doing the 3-10-10-3. And if you don't know what that is, put free checklist in the comments, put free checklist in the comments, put free checklist in the comments. Me and Grace will send you my 30-day marketing calendar, because you better be on it with your daily marketing. And the truth is, if you're just starting today, it's honestly a little bit too late, but better late than never. And it would have gone a lot better if you would have just been consistent marketing. But you can take today and say, you know what? The past is the past. I'm going to forgive myself. I'm going to do better today. And that's enough of this. I'm going to be committed. I'm going to do the things I said I'm going to do. I'm going to keep my commitments to myself. And let's go get this done. So that, my friend, is how you do a big Black Friday sale. You got to really put up. Let me give you another bonus thing that I'm doing, and that I've still been doing since our October launch, because I made a big poster in my front hallway. Now, here's the thing about me. If you don't know much about me, I hate putting up like post-it notes or posters in my well-decorated home. So I did it on purpose in my front hallway, which is right outside of my office, to remind me of my goal. So it's a big glittery poster thing, and it had 38 spots, I believe. It might be 36. I'll double check, of post-it notes. I feel like I was meant to sell that many by December 31st for this big goal that me and my business and my team have. Okay. Now, why I'm sharing that is this gets you super accountable when you put stuff up everywhere. In fact, I worked with some amazing sales coaches years ago that literally, and I've done it myself, where like you see right here and over here on the dash and on my steering wheel and on the passenger side, I've put post-it notes before and taped. I've got the tape out, put vision boards in my Jeep, in my bathroom. Like, Like, I'm telling you, if you need to just believe for something better, I have my vision boards. I have my goals in my bathroom, on my phone, in my computer room. I'm doing the thing I say I'm going to do, and I believe it, because sometimes until you get to that place, there's a gap there. And I'm telling you, you got to just fill in the gap yourself. But the thing that's going to fill in the gap yourself is getting results, is getting those sales, okay? So go get it. Put in the comments if you want to chat with any of us. And if you guys are interested in my 100K in a 100-day program, put 100K in 100 days, or just put the number 100 in the comments. If you're interested in hearing more, we'll send you a sales PDF. And then if it looks like it's something you're interested in, we can jump on a call, okay? So there's no pressure. This is all about timing. This is all about you deciding that this is what you're going to do with your life. And I'm excited to get to know you more. I'm excited to be here. So let's go rock the next 2 weeks. Let's all go have the best couple months of our entire year. And in fact, why not have the best couple months in business that you've ever had? Let's go rock it.